Did a Pentagon contractor see a huge barbell-shaped UFO? Well, everybody's talking about it, so let's talk about it. Get in here, this is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, yeah, here's Ross Coulthard talking about it. Pentagon contractor witnessed a 170-foot-long barbell UFO. And here's an article on MSN about it, and there you go. There's the UFO in question right there. I mean, just an artist's reconstruction of a UFO, but there you go. And of course, here is the Daily Mail talking about it. Pentagon official reveals tantalizing 7-minute encounter with glowing blue UFO, which emitted enough energy to power a small city. A U.S. Department of Defense contractor's tantalizing encounter with a giant glowing UFO has sparked 10 years of research and 2 patents inspired by his encounter. 3 witnesses, including that Pentagon engineer, report that they captured electronic evidence of a barbell UFO, half the length of a football field, that glowed in eerie indigo blue. The craft, they said, flew silently over an old logging road in southwestern Ontario, Canada, on August 28, 2013, near where the trio had camped for a hunting trip. DailyMail.com spoke with the case's first investigators, who shared electronic data from the contractor's attempt to film the object, showing white noise pulses in the video that recur in 1-second loops identical to strobing light from the UFO itself. The captured data of the event, the witness reported, may be the first real physical proof of not just a flying craft, but that it flies by virtue of an incredibly complex and powerful spinning electromagnetic propulsion system. The case was investigated by the same nanotechnology expert whose analysis of a 2007 mass UFO sighting in Texas became a centerpiece of the Steven Spielberg-produced UFO doc series Encounters on Netflix. Is there another barbell case we've investigated like this? That engineer, UFO investigator Robert Powell, told Daily Mail of this rare case. No. It's the only one. Powell told Daily Mail that UFO cases with this shape are so rare that only about 50 to 60 cases exist throughout history. We were roughly 4.5 miles from the main road when I noted something over my shoulder, said the defense contractor. The very first thing that was intense was just how bright this thing was. It was spectacular. Having been involved with optical systems in the past, we're talking about a vehicle that looked like a stadium lighting scenario. It was brilliant. The witness described an indigo plasma that covered most of the craft, which was bone-shaped or barbell-shaped and extended about 170 feet, 60 feet wide and 20 feet tall, as it flew slowly just over the tree line above this old logging road. The craft rotated slowly around its center while emitting an electrical spark-like shower, always opposite of the direction of travel, but without a specific origin point. Was this electrical spark shower the propulsion? Interesting. The witness said he first attempted to film the UFO with 2 devices that he had on him, a Motorola cell phone and a Sony HD camera, but both devices behaved as if they were caught in a boot sequence, failing to stay on while the craft was nearby, about 400 feet, leaving the witness to view the UFO more closely through the scope of his rifle. Up close, he told investigators, the lights that it emitted were not incoherent light, meaning not diffuse soft light like that from a light bulb, but more like laser light. It was salty to my eyes. It was just as if I was looking into a laser that had been passed through a diffraction grating or something of that nature. Both the other witnesses were extremely worked up about this. In fact, one of them said, just shoot it, like he wanted me to actually shoot a rifle round into this thing. Just shoot it. I hope that's not like the gut instinct of most people when they see a UFO. Probably not the best gut instinct. The UFO moved in its slow rotating motion for approximately 6 or 7 minutes, eventually allowing the defense contractor witness to film the event with his Sony HD camera, which yielded only static despite working before and after the event. So yeah, so it's blocking the cameras, preventing them from functioning, but allowing the individuals to see it. It's not cloaking itself from the individuals. So is this a deliberate display for these individuals' benefit? The UFO phenomenon often seems to do that. It'll give displays to people or even groups of people, and that seems to be what's going on here. At least that's my guess, since it's not cloaking itself from them visually, but it is blocking them electronically. And we've seen this many times. Many times it blocks people digitally. We had a really intriguing example of that in the Las Vegas case, where that shadowy being apparently was cloaking itself visually, but also digitally as well. The camera recording it had like half the number of pixels present in that area of the frame where that shadowy being was, as in the rest of the picture. So really interesting technology and abilities that these beings seem to have. But yeah, what do you think? Was this a deliberate display for the benefit of these individuals? This oscilloscope processing of the video revealed that the interference matched the rhythm of the UFO's light show, according to Powell and Leach's report on the UFO case, conducted for the civilian group MUFON. What looked just like white noise on the videotape actually showed a perfect pulsation function, according to their report. This hidden perfect pulse revealed by the scope was was timed to the revolution of the lights on the UFO and repeated at the same speed, roughly 1 second intervals. According to the defense contractor witness, the pattern was what would be expected if the indigo plasma outside the UFO was behaving like a very large version of a normal alternating current. Such a giant AC motor would produce a magnetic field around it that could disrupt nearby electronics in a similar way. I believe this to be a polyphasing of two immense high-frequency AC fields polarized differently, as the defense contractor put it. So yeah, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. That's about all there is to the article. I'll let you read the full thing at your leisure. But yeah, a really interesting case about this crazy indigo blue barbell UFO seen apparently by some credible witnesses. Again, was it a deliberate display for these people? Is there a significance to the shape of this craft since it is so rare apparently? Now, in my first CE5 event for my UFO group, people were seeing a barbell-shaped craft of a sort. I didn't see it, but people that were interacting with the higher dimensional beings that apparently were there, and people were having these like out-of-body experiences where they were encountering these beings, well, those individuals were seeing something in the sky. And one of those objects was like a barbell-shaped UFO that seemed to be made out of light, and it was pulsing from one end to the other. It didn't seem like a physical craft in the way we think of physical craft, but, maybe it was cloaking itself, who knows? Maybe it was phasing into this reality from another dimension. Hard to say, but very intriguing and a great encounter. A lot of people are talking about this, so I wanted to bring it to you. Let me know what you think about this fantastic UFO encounter in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, grab a coffee mug or a t-shirt. See the merch store below. Or become a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road signing out.